Hello everyone, this is Jasmina, and in this video I am going to talk about the leaning stars part of the six laws, or the six laws methods. Now the leaning stars basically refines the direct and indirect spirit locations and the best location for placing water during each period to benefit your wealth earning abilities. So this is pretty important. Now, it does use a different set of direct and indirect spirit locations that come from the flying stars. And you know, this does bother me a little bit that they don't agree with one another, but I think you can use this one more easily than you can use the indirect and direct spirit from the from the flying stars. Now, at its heart is still the Qi Hong chart, and I have that video. I have a separate video about the Qi Hong and how to apply it. The star that is associated with the current period. So we are now in period 9. It started in 2017 and will go to 2043. Actually, they'll go to February 3rd of 2044, but that's nitpicking. But so what we want to focus on is the star 9 within the leaning stars. It also, of course, uses the Schwen Kong 2-cycle 8-period calendar, and that's true of all of the 6 laws. And this is the one part of it that is time dependent. The Qi Hong has no period worry. They don't care what period it is, and they don't care what house it is. The leaning stars, the chart is the same for everyone, but the period is important. So this is the leaning star chart. The star, that is the number on the left-hand side that's in black in every single one of these sectors, actually comes from the Qi Hong chart. And the star on the right, which is always in red, that is the star that creates a combo 10 with the Qi Hong star. And so it's super simple. The key is we need to understand what is indirect and direct spirit for every given period. And in this system, every period you flip the direct and indirect spirit. In the flying stars, you have a 90-year period of one set and a 90-year period of the other set. So it only flips every 90 years. Here it flips with the Schwen Kong calendar, which doesn't have a set number of years. So this is the years with the periods. This is the years associated in the Schwen Kong calendar, and that's why you can see that period 1 only has 18 years, whereas period 9 has 27. So for periods 1, 3, 6, and 9, this is the direct and indirect spirit locations. So the direct spirit is where you want to see water, and so those will always be in blue, regardless of the name. And the direct spirit will always be in brown, and it should see a mountain, or at least wants to see a mountain. It gets the energy from the mountain. Now, even though this is called water, during these periods, you want to see a mountain. And for periods 2, 4, 7, and 9, it flips. So now we have water in these locations where there used to be a mountain, and mountains where there used to be water. So you can see, now there's no period 5 in the Schwen Kong calendar. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. So every period, the chart flips. And if you want to understand why it does this, you can actually watch the 6 Laws playlist on the Feng Shui Expose website. He does explain this. I don't think it's worth explaining. So If you have water in a particular location, it will strengthen the building's energy. And when we say water, here we mean lakes or ponds, not rivers or moving water. So fountains don't work. You want a lake or a pond. And it strengthens the building energy in terms of your ability to earn money or gain wealth. So this is why a lot of people pay attention to this. Now, it's based on two things. It's based on the location of the golden dragon, and I have a separate video about that. And it's based on the facing star, the star on the right, the one in red on the chart, in the leaning star chart. The way you do this, you can first look up the periods, the current period, the period we're currently living in, that period star in the leaning star chart, and mark it. And then you look for the golden dragon sector, and you want to look for where these two overlap. So again, this is the general leaning star chart for all houses, all facing, all periods. But when we come to a given period, like now we're in period 9, we look for the red star 9. And so I've highlighted them here. Every star will be located exactly 4 times on this chart. And most of the stars will be in this child ring. Only the 4 and the 8 will be in the parent ring. Now we're already past period 8 in the Xuankong calendar, so we're not going to have to worry about this for a long time. When we add the golden dragon, which in period 9 is in the north, we see we have a coincidence. We have a 9 here and the golden dragon. So north 2 is where you want to place water if you don't already have natural water there. If you have natural water in either of these two sectors, that's fine. You won't necessarily gain any wealth, but you're not going to lose wealth either. And you'll probably have a very small, very gradual increase in your wealth. Even if you have water in North 1 or North 3, I would still place water in North 2 because this will help you gain wealth. Now, if we look at period 1, we have 1 here, we have 1 here, we have 1 here, and we have 1 here. Those are the 4 locations, but they only overlap in the south because that's where the golden dragon is. So in period 1, you would be putting water in south 2. And this is the way to get the biggest bang for your buck, as you might say. And you can do the same thing for period 2, period 3, all the way through. The nice thing about this is that, especially if you own the place and you can place water somewhere, you can make every period a period where you can gain wealth. So it's really hard to resist, this idea of gaining wealth. If you have a natural water located in the right place, that is an extra boost. That will give you a much bigger boost than you would have by placing man-made water. But certainly placing man-made water is worth it. Now, what I just showed you was based on the current periods chart and the leaning star chart. And you're looking for the overlap with the golden dragon sector. Now, there are times when you don't want to use this particular sector. If that particular sector here, clashes with your year's animal sign, then you would not want to use it. So what you would do there is just face use one of the other directions with the 9 as the facing star for period 9, that is. So in period 9, we recommended north 2, but that's not ideal if you are a horse. You could choose one of the alternate locations, which is listed right here. And here is the ones where you have clashes with, the southwest one will clash with the ox, so you would not want to use that one if you have an ox as a year animal sign. The southeast 3 clashes with the pig, and the east 2 clashes with the rooster. If you have an external door, and preferably not the one to your garage, but a true external door that opens out to really the outside like a back door, then you want to use of these alternate locations the one that's closest to that external door. So if, for example, you had a door in the west, your southwest 1 is probably the best place to put it, so long as you don't have a ox as your year animal sign. So that's basically it. I'd like to thank you for watching. Please feel free to contact me here if you have any questions, or visit my ad free website. And I will be having regular new videos, so you can consider perhaps subscribing to the channel. And I'd like to thank you again for watching.